Let Artisan Kitchens and Baths make the possibilities come to life in your home. Visit us at 200 Amherst Street in Buffalo.
My son Mitchell was diagnosed October 2007 with acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
It was devastating. It was the worst moment of my life.
It was like he was away from me and I didn't get to see him.
I would say that it has brought us together.
You find out that family's important, that family's what matters. It kind of just throws your life up in the air and you stop and kind of reevaluate everything.
He's done with his treatments now. We've all taken a lot away from it and learned a lot and changed our lives.
We can accomplish anything now since we've accomplished that. Beat death.
Pretty soon after he was diagnosed, we realized that we were the type of people who always planned everything.
And we decided to do everything that we want to do, when we want to do it.
This kitchen was one of those things.
We wanted to make our house a place of peace and a place of love and happiness and joy.
Julie at Artisan was great. She took the idea that I had and just finished it. This island has got to be the best part of the kitchen. It's just a great gathering place. We never had that.
I hope to accomplish having a permanent memory for my children's happiness, to see them smile and happy and doing things that they love to do.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Oh, I'm feeling Southern. I'm feeling buttermilk chicken and red velvet cake and some sort of greens.
Krista made buttermilk biscuits with a fresh raspberry blackberry jam on the top.
The biscuits, quite basic recipe, kind of like making pie dough.
And she also made a red velvet cake, which is a traditional, typical type Southern dish, which really complemented the meal.
We're gonna finish that with a cream cheese frosting.
I made the old world Southern buttermilk fried chicken. I also made the spinach salad with the fresh mushrooms and the sweet sour, fresh warm bacon dressing. It's a real homey, home-style type of a meal.
Hi, Allie, are you ready for the biscuits?
Yeah.
This is gonna make the meal, bring the family together, and that Southern idea we got going on. I've got my honey. What did you bring for the biscuits today?
Blackberry.
Oh, I think this is going to make our meal. We started out with the all-purpose flour, added our butter in, which was ice cold. Just a little bit of sugar, salt, and baking powder. We're going to add not all of our buttermilk.
Just a...
Okay, 3/4 of it, you think? And we just had so much fun putting all that together. It's more fun when you do it by hand, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think so too. Okay, it's turning into a dough. Let's get her out of here and we'll get her on the board. Now, how thick do you want yours?
Oh, now that was the best. Watching the kids interact and learn and smile and make permanent memories.
We finished them off in the oven, 475 degrees. So that was a lot of fun. The biscuits were great. High five, high five. Yes!
Well, we did a fresh spinach salad with some sliced mushrooms, finished it with a sweet sour bacon dressing. Basically, we took some bacon, sauteed it, got it nice and crispy, took it out of the pan, left a little bit of the bacon fat in the pan that uses our cooking oil.
Oh, that was really cool. They really get into cooking. It was really a pleasure.
We added some sweet red onions. We added cherry vinegar to it. It deglazed the pan and got all the yum-yums on the bottom to come up to the top. And then we added some honey to it, and we reintroduced the bacon. We let it simmer down and reduce just slightly, which is exactly what we were looking for. So it was a nice, warm, not hot, warm bacon dressing on the fresh spinach.
Red velvet cake, one of my favorites. Dee, are you ready to get going on this beautiful homemade recipe?
Yes, I am.
We started out just creaming our butter with our sugar, adding in our vanilla, our vinegar, and then finishing it with sour cream. We put equal parts with the dry mix, was flour, cocoa powder, baking soda, and salt. We put all that together, and then we just slowly added the flour and then a bit of the buttermilk. Just whip that up nice and smooth. We put that in the little cupcakes. So just a pastry bag, and you can see how I'm just laying it in the measuring cup.
It was great. Couldn't ask for anything better. And I learned a lot.
Okay, do you want to just take it and put it in the oven? It took about 16 minutes, and we're going to finish that with a cream cheese frosting. We took whole vanilla beans, and I taught Allie how to scrape the little beads of vanilla.
I liked how I learned when I was baking. She taught me about the vanilla bean.
And then we just put that in our cream cheese frosting, which was just butter, cream cheese, and a lot of powdered sugar. She was so kind. I gave her a pastry bag, and she did all the rest. I just stood back. She decorated them all. It was great. It was a lot of fun today. Enjoyed working with Allie.
Today we made old-fashioned buttermilk fried chicken. First we took some seasoning, we added that to the buttermilk, and then we submerged the chicken and we let it sit there for 12 hours. Now what we're gonna do, Mitchell, is we're gonna add our batter, as we call it. We're gonna let you do this, how's that? Okay, awesome. We took some flour, we had some seasoning, we took paprika, celery seed, onion powder, salt, and we put it in the white flour. We took the chicken out of the buttermilk, let it drip just slightly, added it to the flour. Just let it drip on, perfect. Put that right in the mixture, okay.
In the chicken, there was buttermilk and onion and garlic, and there's a lot of love in it.
This kid is a very intelligent young fellow, a very pleasant young boy, willing to learn, willing to work, and just a real joy to be around. You know, I wish they come up with smell-o-vision so that they can actually smell what we're smelling here. Isn't that great? Yeah. And then we cooked it in about 2 inches of vegetable oil. When it got nice and brown and crispy, we transferred it to a pan. We placed it in the oven. We finished the cooking till internal temperature was 160 degrees, and then we brought it to the plate for presentation.
It was awesome. It was the best meal.
A lot of good flavor, quick and easy to make.
It was really good.
That was the best chicken I have ever had in my entire life.
We really enjoyed ourselves. They invited us to have lunch with them today, which was great.
Family that cooks together, eats together, stays together.
Having the chefs over is a fantastic way to bond the family.
Since we don't remember days, we do remember moments. When Art was working with Mitchell on the chicken, and he really made food come alive for him, that's a moment that we'll never forget. At least I won't, and I'm sure the kids won't either.
Thank you. Come dine with me, Western New York.